Easy Lace Gel Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish. Hi everyone! In today's video I'm going to be doing a design with MelodySusie gel polish, and these products come in a little set of 6 colors, so that's kind of nice when you get a little set. It seems like things are a little cheaper when you get them in a little kit basically like that, so that's nice. The colors are really pretty, they're all nice and pastel, but I'll get into more of that later. In this video I'll be showing you how to create a very simple lace using gel polish and acrylic powder. That's it, that's all you need, and like I said, super easy, and you could do it with all kinds of different patterns, and you can really use this technique and do other things with it as well. So that's fun. I hope you like it, and don't forget to click subscribe to see my future videos as well. So this is the set that I mentioned that I got from MelodySusie, and it's all kinds of pastel colors. They're all very pretty, and so they came in a nice little box. It'd be really nice to give as a gift. And then the bottles themselves were all in like a form-fitted plastic piece to help protect them in the mail. And then if you take them out, on the tops of them they're numbered, and they also have a little sticker with an idea of what the color is. It doesn't actually match perfectly, but it gives you, like I said, an idea, so at quick glance you can grab the one that you need, which is nice. And so on my pinky, I'm going to start by applying 2 coats of golden wheat. And with the MelodySusie, it is a one-step gel, so you don't need to apply a base coat or a top coat, but if you wanted it to last really long, and depending on how your nails are, you need to know your own nail chemistry, you may want to. I decided that I was going to give it a go without, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by the longevity of the wear. And so the first one was golden wheat, now this one is spring green, and I'm going to apply them in rainbow order across my fingers. And then the next one is going to be sky blue, and on the golden wheat, it wasn't quite opaque after 2 coats, and so the coverage would have been better after 3. I just wanted to keep all of them the same for ease of view for you, so I did only apply 2 coats, but the rest of them all did really well with just 2. That golden wheat was the only one that I thought maybe could have had a 3rd coat if you are going to be, especially if you're just going to be wearing that color. With putting the lace on top of it, it really wasn't necessary to have another one. And then that other one was violet, and now I'm going to be doing Rose Hermosa on my thumb, which is a really nice pale pink color. One thing I do want to mention about these gels is that the removal of them wasn't the greatest. There are some other brands that I know, they remove like butter. They're so nice. After you wrap them, it doesn't take much time at all, and they just come off. These ones, it took a little bit more. You really want to thin it out and a little more filing, and it didn't come off nearly as nice. I mean, it does, and if you're familiar with shellac and how shellac removes, how it takes a lot more time and persistence, then that's probably closer to what this is like. And then on my pinky nail, I'm going to be painting a section with the spring green. So I'm going to be painting the color that's on my ring finger on my pinky, and then on my middle on my ring, and so on and so forth. And I'm just painting a section, so this one I did sort of an asymmetrical French tip, and then grabbing some acrylic powder, I'm just going to be pouring that over with a cuticle pusher, just so that it gets saturated in the gel, in the green gel that's not cured. And then with just a little tool, I'm going to be taking and carving out my pattern. Basically, that acrylic powder is going to help keep it so that the gel can be moved and molded. And if you find that the gel is running back into place, the coat might have been a little thicker, and that happens, you just have to take and pour a little bit more of that acrylic powder on it, and it will soak that up and work just fine. And the tool that I'm using to do this is actually like a stir stick thing that you would get in a drink at a restaurant. I save all those things. I'm strange that way. I've got a collection of all sorts of strange things, little swords from restaurants. I mean, everything. I keep it. It's an issue. But that's what I'm using. And this one's just got like a slightly dull point on it. You could use a toothpick, then your pattern's going to be much smaller, or you can use a dotting tool. That'll work perfect. Just something. It's not that big a deal what it is, but you want to dip it in some of that acrylic powder just so that it doesn't get too much gel on it. That's going to give it sort of a barrier to protect it from getting all gooey, which is probably a good thing. And as you can see, I'm doing a different section of my nail on each finger with the other color. So for this one, I'm just doing a little section on the side, and that's where you really want to focus when you're pouring on the acrylic powder. And I'm using clear acrylic powder, if I haven't said that before. If you wanted, you could paint white with all these on the different things, and you could use different colored acrylic powders, and that would also do it. That would be a different way. Or you could just do white on all of these and have a really pretty white lace on them. That would be gorgeous. It's really, really up to you. But then I'm going to go through and just do the rest of them like this. And as you can see right there, it was a little bit wet, so you might want to add just a little bit more powder on like that one. And on my thumb, I'm going to be just doing sort of like a French tip across the pinky, or across the thumb. Pinky, what am I talking about? And then pouring on the acrylic powder, tapping it off, and once again, carving out my design. And so I did a combination of little flowers and just some dots in there. And almost anything you do is going to have a really elegant appearance just because of the lace, and this is 3-dimensional. So then after that's cured, you can just take and brush off the excess, and because you don't need to use a top coat, you are actually all done. And that's nice because it leaves a little bit of a texture, like a sugar texture on all of that lace. And like I said, it's really very easy, so I hope you like this design, and share any recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to see them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!